Alright, welcome back to the channel, everyone. I've been taking some time off of making videos. I recently had a stroke, and I'm recovering from that. That's why my speech is messed up. But bear with me, my speech might be weird, but the information is good. Ironically, when I had the stroke, I was riding my e-bike and I big time crashed it. I was doing about 30 miles an hour on the dirt road and I crashed it into the ditch, and it's pretty epic. Did damage a couple of things, but that's to be expected in a crash like that. But really, the bike held up very great. I didn't damage really any electronics or the frame stuff like that, but we'll talk more about that. This video is gonna talk about the things I replaced for the damage, and also just things that I have upgraded due to my own liking. So we'll get right into it. Okay, so we'll start out with the things that I damaged on the bike when I crashed. So I bent this arm right here and the pedal. So this part and the chain ring are all one piece. So you gotta replace it together. So I opted for a 152 millimeter arm versus the 170 millimeter arm that was stock, because I was getting a little bit of pedal drag if I turned too sharp. So I figured, why not upgrade? And this is also a 52 link or tooth chain ring versus the stock 48 tooth. And by the way, I'm gonna have links in the description for all these things that I'm talking about. Also upgraded my pedals to the FOOKER, I think that's how you see it. Pedals, I got really big feet, and these things are awesome. Highly recommend that. Also, you're gonna want to get the crank puller tool. It's like $5 or something. You need that to be able to push the crank out. But it's super easy to do all this stuff. It's like, I'm not some mechanic or anything like that, so you can do it with some simple tools. I also damaged my headlight in the crash. I found this one, it's a little bit smaller in size, but it's way brighter than the original. And again, link in the description. One of the really cool things about this one was it was plug and play. It had the same plug on it as my bike, and I just literally mounted it up, plugged it in, and good to go. Works with the controls, no fuss. So that's all I really damaged in the crash, but these are some upgrades that I chose to make. The stock shock that came with it, I'm about 280 pounds, and I was bottoming that out just sitting on it. So I upgraded the shock, and I'll put an image on the screen with a side-by-side comparison of the shock. What I do recommend is make sure that little red adjustment that you see on the screen, put that down here, not up here. Works much better that way. And I don't bottom this shock out. It's really good. Next upgrade is this cell phone holder from Rock Brothers. This is all aluminum, very easy to mount, and really recommend this. I looked at a ton. I've got the 16 Pro Max iPhone, and it fits in there just perfectly, and just twist it right in there, and it's not gonna vibrate out or anything like that. Highly recommend this one too. I like to listen to music when I'm riding, and I got this Bluetooth speaker from JBL. It's a JBL clip. Super handy, super loud, really great sound quality. If you like to listen to music, you'll like this one. Up next, we'll talk about these grips. This grip was a little short, the stock one, so I wanted to, yeah, I got a big hand, and my finger kind of fell off the end of this grip, so I wanted some bigger ones, and I also wanted one with a open end with so I could put this mirror on here. But yeah, came with two grips, and they had end caps. Obviously I didn't use the end cap for this one because I wanted that mirror. I got links for this mirror too. I searched for a lot of mirrors, and this one holds really steady. You can tighten down there and tighten that down there. It's super handy for seeing the traffic that's coming behind you. So definitely recommend that. And these grips were really nice too. Super easy to install. I also upgraded the stem cap. Think that's what it's called. But this replaces the stock stem cap, and it's actually has a space for an Apple AirTag. And you don't really notice this thing. And also I got my AirTag in there, and it can't be removed without special Allen wrenches. So just another level of security, have that AirTag in there so you can track it if it does happen to get stolen. I also upgraded my seat to this super comfy oversized one. Again, really easy to install. Highly recommend it. Get some airflow through there, and is very comfortable on the delicate parts of the body, so to speak. So the bike came with a Jasion bag, zipper bag, and it's actually really cool, but I just needed some more space. So I upgraded to the basket, and this basket that I'm gonna have a link to came with the waterproof cover, and it is in fact waterproof. I can say that. And it also came with this cargo net. Super handy. You can fit a lot of stuff in there. Again, super easy to install. And then inside the basket, I keep a bike lock and a little cable to extend the range of the lock. It's just a little thin cable. I mean, I'm not locking this thing up in the ghetto or anything like that. So just a deterrent when I run into the store or something like that. Or I ride this bike to work every day, so I lock it up when it's there. But again, not really a big risk where I work at to get it stolen. And this black bag is my tool kit. So in my tool kit, I've got some little mini sockets that I actually got these at a yard sale, but I was gonna get something like this anyhow. And in addition to that, I got a 15 millimeter socket and an 18 millimeter socket. The 15 millimeter socket is for the front tire, and the 18 millimeter socket is for the rear tire. Also got some Allen wrenches. This little set will fit everything on the bike. It came with a tool, all these Allen wrenches, but I just like to have the little sets like that. This is a tire tool that came with my AllScape tires that I upgraded to. More on that in a minute. And I've got a portable air pump in here. It's rechargeable, and this thing works really good. I haven't had a flat, but I did change the tires and adjust the pressures on that. So super cool piece of kit. And then I just have a couple zip ties in case I need them. So hope this gives you an idea what you might need if you happen to have a flat tire on the side of the road. This stuff will get you home. So I upgraded my tires to these AllScape HEB AllScape 26x4. That's the stock tire size, and really like the tread pattern. They're really quiet on the road, and they're much thicker than the factory tires. Also seems like they'd be unlikely to get a flat. So I still have the stock tires, just as spares, but really nice tires, not a bad price. And I'll have links to the tires and also that spare inner tube that I carry. So hope this video was helpful for you guys to see some upgrades and different options. But I'm really pleased with this bike in its current configuration. It's really fun to ride, easy to ride, and just checks all the boxes for me personally. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to get in the comments and ask them. And be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I've got 270 miles on the bike so far, and I'll be posting updates. Thanks for watching.